Ruh-roh. Oh, I must have struck a chord. All right, so we are live now both on Twitch and YouTube. This is episode 8 of our pigskin journey. Episode 8. Let's go ahead and start the recording. No cat treats for 20 more minutes, Goose. You hear that? Sorry about that. All right, the Oinkers United. Here we go.
No cat treats for 20 minutes.
You'd think his life is over.
Jameson_Poland says later stream. Nice.
Yo, Jameson. Yeah, I try and stream at night when I can. Excuse me. I'll be streaming tomorrow morning for a long stream. And then maybe back on Sunday, depending on how the weekend goes.
Fox Troop says evening.
Evening, Fox Troop. Welcome in.
Dagoth, is this more a family-friendly chat? Just to make sure I don't do any jokes I should.
Is your mic a Yeti?
It is. It's a Blue Yeti. Pricey Boy, it is family-friendly, but if you can do something that is adult-ish without kids being aware, I'm okay with that. Just don't be weird.
Cat Nibbles says hello, Dagoth.
Hello, Cat Nibbles. Welcome in. I'm glad you could make a stream. It's already 12:30.
Here for a short time, as it's already 12:30 for me.
I see you got that night owl trait. I'd already be in bed. My bedtime's like 9 o'clock.
Cat Nibbles says, yeah, finally.
Yeah, high five. All right, so we are
so
about to give
Mr.
birth.
Ben?
So we need to prep for that. How are we doing on Kim Fuel? We're okay. Our grav generate 6 days.
For swearing.
6 days. All right, let's get a little extra defense going since we're going to be here for 6 days. Oh, I don't want that close.
Jameson_Poland says neat. I'm just gonna say, I found the Gotti for this year. It's called Silly Linguini Cat Simulator Deluxe Online.
What the game of the year?
Now?
Silly Linguini Cat. Yo, UILD, welcome in. Will I reveal the technologies of the architect to us mere mortals?
Says, hi, Dagoth. Will you reveal the technologies of the architect to us mere mortals?
Maybe. Hey,
Howdy,
Mr. Ben
by
was
the
spoken
way.
and he's here. Dude, Mr. Ben, I don't know. They just blame you for everything. I don't know what you signed up for. I don't think it's fair. I think it should be turned around, and instead of blaming Mr. Ben, we should just blame chat. And since Pricey Boy is part of chat, we blame Pricey Boy.
What up at Medalist Games?
See, he didn't sign up for it, Pricey Boy.
What haven't you done?
Oh
Jameson
no,
Poland says it's
you're trying to turn it on me now. Pricey Boy, where do you get your first advanced component? Right, follow Mortal Smurf. Get it together, Pricey Boy. Everyone in chat blame
I didn't
Pricey
sign
Boy.
up for anything. Lol.
If you want to blame Pricey
So,
Boy, 7 in
blame
chat.
Dagoth.
7 in chat for Pricey Boy. It's peak.
It's
All right,
not
I'm gonna
my
have to take a
fault.
peek. Is it a RimWorld mod? Let's see.
Get it
Store.
together, Pricey Boy.
Oh yeah, I was
Mr.
looking at
Ben
Power
is
World.
chat.
Silly
Where do you
Linguine
get your
Cat.
advanced components?
Oh my
6.9.
goodness. What the heck is this?
Fox Troop says 7.
It must be Dagoth.
6.9? Yikes. I want the one with the snorkel. Overwhelmingly positive. Alright guys, you want to play some cats? Here you go.
Music sells it for me.
It's your fault, non-economical male adolescent.
Jameson Poland says he's found it.
Hey, can you guys give
Jameson
Smurf a
Poland
shout out,
says
please?
It's an idle game, B2E.
An idle game? What does that mean? You just sit there and watch it? You get to stare at cats?
Mostly yes.
It will use this power for greater goods.
Jameson_Poland says leave it running.
Who is Mortal
is
Smurf?
at
Oh my
Mortal
goodness.
Lol.
Ramonda, go to your room. You're being bad. Go to your mediocre hotel room, not your nicest hotel room.
Jameson_Poland says it's more than just that.
JK.
Mortal Smurf is like the godfather of RimWorld strategists. Plus, there's lots of bread in his chat. And there's ban hammers that happen all the time. And I think you guys deserve a good ban sometimes. Especially Pricey Boy. Tend to have a start that needs a lot of clicking and eventually you kind of automate them to... Oh, okay. Got it.
Lurk Ku Thrum Booty.
Nice. Nice. I don't even know what we're doing right now. I should probably focus a little bit. Chat, you're distracting. For some reason, I'm building this out. I don't know why. Probably because we're lacking power.
Timeout removes mod powers.
We need battery, so I don't even need that.
Mr. Ben and Dagoth said, "Trun it around, do it." Only seems fair to blame the bald
Oh,
man
we
named
need steel.
Dagoth.
Wait, I'm bald. No! What the heck happened? I think you guys are stressing me out. Alright, so tasks we need to do. We need steel. We need to secure our defenses. We have enough food.
You saw Lenzer.
We need to do some research. We need to get ready for the child to be born. And we need to make a little crib.
Ooh, shiny.
Are you talking about my bald head again? Or is that a reference to a certain TV show that should have had more than one season?
Pyro0WL556 says, curse you, YouTube, for not letting me read the chat because of ads.
Curse you, YouTube. Chat's unhinged anyways, it's fine.
Turbo for the win.
Yeah, turbo. I haven't done the turbo, but I've done the YouTube version of it.
Dagoth, I'm just curious, if I rub your head, do I get 3 wish?
Does my head look like a lamp? It's a stretch there, sir.
It does glow.
Wait, are you saying lamps? Wait, I guess lamps do glow.
No comment.
Colonist needs
They make
rescue.
lamps that look like legs. IDK.
Truth. Mighty Mouse, you're our prego with the peg leg. Wait, are you our tough pawn? You are our tough pawn. Man, how did we botch that you got a peg leg? Does anyone remember how I blundered that? I certainly don't. I blocked it out.
I like lamps that look like Kirby.
I have never seen a lamp that looks like Kirby.
Oh, God.
Man. Our hammer.
Canadian 2010 says, "What's up, Brandon?"
Yo, what's up? I don't know who Brandon is, but what up? I have a goose. How about him?
Big Arthur question.
Yeah.
If someone get dementia, is KT curable?
Yes.
Can you implant it with new brain?
I don't think a new brain, but one of the easiest ways is you just get them young enough that they can't have the dementia anymore. So that would be Anomaly. Or you can use a Healer Mech Serum or Unnatural Healing.
Not just a
Luciferium
goose,
also.
A goose without feathers.
Luciferium, I think, does it. Let me double check that. Hi, Goose. Goose needs more attention. So you're specifically asking dementia right here. So these are the things that can cure it. Luciferium, Healer Mech Serum, Scarless, Unnatural Healing, Chronophage. Chronophage is so strong. So list of curable ailments just by reducing age. So all of these things can be cured just by reducing a pawn's age. So if they have an artery blockage, you just reduce them down to 19. Carcinoma, 22. Alzheimer's, 33. If your pawn has a bad back, just get them down to 39. Dementia, all you have to do is get them to age 67.
Fox Troop says she lost her like when you were fighting the cultists. They attacked immediately instead of performing their ritual.
And she got beat to smithereens right here. That's right, I remember now. Thank you.
Luciferium needs still is a pain to remove?
A pain? No, you just leave it the whole game.
Luciferium is only removable by extreme means, yes. But as Dagoth said, generally you just stay on it. It's amazing.
It's so good. Smurf. Oh, that voice is too good.
Oh, might Dagoth grant me my 3 wish.
How did it capture
Do you have a
my
lisp?
real life voice so well?
It didn't capture your voice. My goodness. Oh, but it was such a good voice. You chose a good one. Look at these little piggies just working away. So peaceful.
Dagoth question. Is dementia curable? I mean, a question. Dagoth, had I asked you if dementia curable? Hi, Dagoth, is my question curable?
Oh, man. Someone go check on Starprick. See if they're okay. Ooh, look at the temperature in here. It's chilly. We have that roofed. Yep. Okay, we should be able to power that now. Yeah, I have the door
Door's
open.
open.
It's intentional, though. So this protects us against a few things. The number one threat that I've got right now, okay, there's a lot of threats, but center pod drops. So this door being open protects us against center pod drops. A lot of them, not all of them, but reason being, if a center pod drop drops on our pawn right here, I grab this pawn, I run through this door. The center pod drops will target a powered steel mini turret above anything else. So they'll land in here, and if I get this door open, they'll run through here and they'll run straight out to go shoot this.
Janadian 2010 says, I just unboxed a cat in Silly Linguin. That's a JoJo's reference.
To be unblamed to permanently blame Mr. Ben in the other is to ask for 3 more whissies.
What is a whissies? Man, our pawns are just living their best life. Did I do a drug policy for this colony? That's our problem. I've never put the drug policy on.
With 8 viewers.
Yo, what up, my guy? How is Star Citizen? Lemon D Rizzle. Let me get you a shout out here.
46 Raid Lamont, 46 Raid Lamont, 46.
Wait, I did the wrong one. Let me try another one.
Shipping baba 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 shipping.
Boom. All right.
Nibble says, how did the Hazard playthrough go since I got to see the start of it, but not the end?
Kat, I don't want to tell you how it went, but go check the VOD. You'll like it. I made the mistake of explaining how something went and then someone got upset.
I'm tried, and I can't be bothered to sleep.
Why was the ship so fast?
Dane can't even mortar in the same zip code, but
Why
can
was the
laser
ship so
accuracy
fast?
dropping pods on roof directly next to power sources.
Lamont 46, hi, it was good, thanks. How goes the Rim?
Dude, Rim is going well. If you guys could give Lemon Drizzle a follow, he has an amazing stream. Guy has been doing it for a long time. He's got really good stuff over there. One of my favorite things in his channel is you can do exclamation fortune.
Checkmate, chat.
Checkmate. Yeah, a little frustrated.
That was going to happen. Sorry.
If you do exclamation fortune in his channel, it'll print out a little strip and he'll read off a fortune for you. If you raid in there, you get a little ticket for it. If you sub, you get a little thing in there as well. Really cool channel. Lemon Drizzle's an awesome dude.
Lamont 46 art.
Sorry you had that happen to you, dude.
Okay, I'll do that.
And then I got a goose right here still. Yeah, we got to see his mouth. Hey, it happens, you know, humans. How about them apples, Goose? Check my little kitty cleaning himself. It was your own fault.
It was my own fault. BLUV.
Welcome in, Raiders. We're playing RimWorld here.
Extensive Nightbot command that reads you tarot cards at random from a huge list. It's in Spanish, though.
Wait, Shibamon, are you a streamer also? Lemon is also part of our UG streaming team. So if you're looking for a cool group, wait, are we cool? If you're looking for a gaming group to hang out with, we're your group. And of course, you'll find me in there. There's an active RimWorld channel. My channel's active as well with questions and such. And I have goose hair in my mouth.
Says meow.
Meow. Oh, Goose, you got so much hair on me. Before we went live on YouTube, Goose was all over me.
Hey Car, this is family-friendly stream that is only friends content right there.
Yeah. Only friends. Only car content. Okay, so we need our assault rifles. Let's stop that. Go get that mined out. Darda, come on. Get back to work.
Evening, brother.
Yo, Nightwolf. How you doing? It's got to be early morning for you. Your PC's not well enough to do stuff with OBS. You've done like 10 streams last year and you want to get back to when you can. Heck yeah, get back to it when you can. 10 a.m. Slept in. Beautiful. Happy Saturday to you, man.
Almost 10 a.m. Slept in.
Oh, there's a warg. We got to take care of him. And a little lad, a visitor.
Does base game got relics or legendary weapon like Zenith, or that is mod?
You can get legendary weapons. I don't know what Zenith is. And relics are part of DLCs. I believe they came in with ideology. All right, this thing is losing value.
I woke up at about 8:20, but totally lazed.
Perfect.
Jananian
oh, heck yeah.
says, time to struggle to get hard mode marks on Kane into by joy.
Was that English?
I also had to work last night at the restaurant.
Cat Nibbles says,
Yay, relics are from ideology.
That's what I thought. Good. Thank you. I want to take Mighty Mouse out there to run around, but Mighty Mouse is only moving at 1.23. So Mighty Mouse is not a good person to send running around right now.
Janadian 2010 says, guess it can't pronounce the Binding of Isaac.
Binding of Isaac. That's right. Was it you that was talking about it before? I've had other people talking about the Binding of Isaac. And then chat really got into it.
Did you add movement speed on the RimHUD?
I did. And it added the movement speed so I can see how fast they go now. Look at the kid. Little kid is running faster than us. With his little kid legs.
Janadian 2010 says nah.
Seems like a popular game. T-boy.
It's all that baby optimism.
Yeah, it's interesting. Something I didn't know, like, and the game doesn't tell you explicitly, but until you're age 18, you have a mood debuff.
Have you ever tried to catch a toddler that doesn't want to be caught?
Yep, I'm a father. I have indeed.
Janadian 2010
Whoa,
says
we did
it was
it.
on sale for $5, so it was worth with the Steam sale.
All right, shield belt. That's where we're headed next.
I've caught a thug in Power World and making them work.
I was contemplating starting to play some Power World, but I don't know. There's not enough time to play all the games. I still don't get how Power World works. There's servers, and you can only play with certain people on the servers, or you play locally. All baseliners.
You can join my friend's server if you want. They are all US based.
All right, we got a Mad Cougar. How many people are in there? All right, hopefully the Cougar goes after them, but it's probably going to go after our turret. Don't break it. Thank you. He almost broke it. Kitty. Yo, Nightmare. Good to see you, man. You headed into work soon? Okay, Mighty Mouse is kept inside, and that makes sense because Mighty Mouse is about to pop.
Just waking up and having my coffee.
What kind of coffee? Locally is alone. Server is with friends and faster progression. About 5 or 6 of you. He streams too when he can. Just had a baby. Yeah, makes it tough to stream. Babies will do that. Alright, Warg is moving down. Probably going after some food. You can craft things and stop at the very end of crafting them and wait for someone to be. No. In the base game, whoever starts the build can only finish the build. So Shazir here is crafting this assault rifle. If they were to die, then I'd have to destroy this because no one else could rebuild it. But when you're building things like beds,
if you want to join, hit me up.
You can build a bed and get all the way near to the end and then finish it with the best builder, and it will take on from the best builder. But to your... Yes, okay, so your question cut off. So if they craft this and then I let it get all the way near the end and then leave it there and don't let them craft it anymore, if they get an inspiration, they could finish it off. Goose, you're going to get a treat.
Be happy, Goose.
That's cool. Didn't know.
Sorry, Goose, I was messing with you.
Goose knows.
He knew. For sure he knew. 100%.
Nondescript? Name 4968 says, so does that mean that the quality is not determined until the ticket completes?
Correct. Now you're going to see a Mad Goose. Yeah, if only...
the machining table, it's only one person can finish if they have started it.
Correct. Whoever starts it has to finish it. Alright, he seemed to accept my head boop. How's the RimWorld music sound? Is it coming through okay for you guys? Or are you not getting much of it? You need me to boost it? Components are the same thing. Whoever starts it has to finish it. So one thing I'll do, and I don't have a bench right now, but one thing I'll do, like say this was Bill was for components, I would just have 3 of them if I had 3 crafters that could do it. That way one wouldn't lock out the other ones from doing it.
Treat car with yayo for change sometimes.
Janadian 2010 says, I don't hear it.
You don't hear the music? Okay. Let me pump it up.
Yes, I work tonight. But I don't start getting ready for about 90 minutes from now.
How's that? Too low?
But it's more important to hear you.
Cat Nibbles says, I think
yeah, but this music is good.
hard of hearing.
Oh, really? Well, this might be too loud then.
Nondescript name 4968 says, so why will some items take so long to complete if I have like 2 or more of the same item? Are they just being made of different materials and that changes the time to complete?
Janadian 2010 says, I hear it.
I don't believe the material
music is good.
Like I think some that's a good question. Sculptures. Let's go take a look at sculptures. So work to make. So it doesn't care about the material. So it's independent of the material. So I'm not sure what you're experiencing. Do you have mods on that might be affecting that?
Good night, Daggeth.
Yo, Pricey Boy, have a good night.
Nondescript name 4968 says, take steel plate armor versus titanium plate.
There is no titanium plate in the base game. So you've got some mods on that are affecting it.
Stone furniture takes longer to make vanilla only.
But they're talking about crafting items. So like a stone bed would take a lot longer than a wood bed. Stone traps take longer to make than wood traps.
Cat Nibble says titanium isn't vanilla.
Correct. Titanium, not vanilla. So you got some sort of mods that are affecting the crafting time. Yeah.
Nondescript name 4968 says that might explain it. LOL.
It's kind of cool though. You got some titanium going on there.
We are predominantly vanilla.
Yeah, mostly here. Look at that. We've just reduced 300, well, 235. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, are you guys looking at each other? A 17% chance. No. So if you didn't know is it biotech when this happened?
Says,
maybe it was
if you're cool with me shopping
royalty.
with Storyteller Insight.
So you can have them try and romance each other. But if I do this and they fail, they get upset. So I'm not going to do it right now. X-Lover. Mighty Mouse and Shazir, okay.
Cat Nibbles says I believe that feature did come with biotech, but I could be mistaken.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. The problem is I added in all the DLCs like one run in between each other. I don't know if they'll make a change to it. Who knows? Who knows what's on their priority? You know, there were a lot of exploits that got patched on 1.6, this most recent one. And it was because some of the predominant streamers were making the developers aware of it. I think that had something to do with it, because there were some things in the game, some exploits that people were making use of from beta. And so all of a sudden they patched it out. Texas Ranger, welcome in. Ready to patrol the RimWorld wilderness with us? Ooh-ah.
Ambrosia helps with their urge to breed.
Thank you for the follow, Texas Ranger 94.
Is that true?
Must blame. Mortal Surf.
Mortal Surf. I don't think that's something I've ever seen with Ambrosia. I'm calling BS on that one. Unless you have a mod. There's probably a mod for that. It's believable. Oh, you put a question mark at the end. I didn't see that. No, Ambrosia doesn't help with that. This is what Ambrosia does. Gives you chemical recreation, nutrition. And it boosts mood.
9% research boost from clean to sterile really isn't enough, huh?
No. And wait. No, there isn't a research boost from clean to sterile. So you probably have a mod. This is the maximum that it can go up. If you're getting boosted past clean, then you've got a mod on, because base game is this.
Cat Nibble says sterile tiles just help the floor stay clean.
Correct. But there might be a mod out there for that, which wouldn't surprise me.
Cat Nibbles says, but steel tiles are also really good at that.
Yep. I like the steel tiles.
With sterile, it showed an extra 9%.
You're talking research speed? Because that's not something I've ever seen. Exotic goods, let's go.
In larger rooms, help floors stay lean. Remove walls around your kitchen for better clean scores.
Research speed, performs research, scanning equipment, minimum value is 10. This isn't even talking about lab coat. I think this is anomaly stuff. Because, lab coat does help you research faster, right?
Does licking uranium give the mood boost?
Oh, probably. How could it not?
Cat Nibbles says WTF is that voice, Lowell.
You know, it's just random. The randomness. So we did get one assault rifle and we're making a second. Heck yeah. Solid. All right, we need the plasteel. We need gold.
Nondescript name 4968 says given that uranium has like 1.5 million calories, I'm surprised it isn't able to feed your colonists for the rest of their lives.
It really should. Holy moly. Yes, let's do this. ABC. Warg Revenge.
Cat Nibbles says it digests super slowly, so it doesn't work, unfortunately.
Heyo, this guy is bleeding. We're gonna get all of his loot.
ABC equals always bug chat.
True. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna resell this back to him or gift it to him. So I'm gonna gift him advanced components and all of our components. And then we're probably going to shoot this guy once. He might die on his own, but they might run off the map. So it's a little risky. So we're going to gift him those two things.
Cat Nibbles says, is the coagulator worth keeping?
Is the coagulator? I don't really use it. Is that a gene? Or are you talking about in here?
Nondescript name 4968 says it's simple. Dissolve it in water
maybe.
or sulfuric acid, and it'll keep you full for the rest of your life.
It's going to be a while before we can use it, though. Yeah, that was beautiful. Good shot, Darda. I think we got to get rid of it. We got to try and stay as lean as possible right now. Cleanliness on that page? Okay. On the page that I was looking at? A room's cleanliness affects surgery success chance and research speed. The chance that cooked meals will cause food poisoning. This is determined by the flooring.
On high-tech research bench page.
High-tech research bench. The cleanliness of the room modifies is 75 for very dirty, times 1 for clean, and 1.9 for sterile. That's something that I have never seen before. That's new to me. I'll have to test that out. Right now, it's not worth it for sure because I don't want to put sterile flooring in here. But maybe flooring just like this and then closing that off might be worth it later on. Maybe. All right, where's this guy at? Right there.
Elon Musk 1 trillion says, how do I get my first advanced component?
Yo, Elon, welcome in. Oh man, I actually took that video down today. People were getting so upset, and you know, there is a valid point that, like, even though I provide good information in there, the opening question is about where do you get the advanced components, and that's not answered. And so I can see that being frustrating. How do you make a room sterile?
Fox Troop says, how do you make a room sterile?
That's a great question. So we get sterile tiles.
They research on the table or on the bench?
Right here, sterile materials, and they're sterile tiles. They require 3 steel and 12 silver per little square. And so you just put that in a room.
Yeah, so that's like 6,666 research to pay off researching sterile tiles, I think, which is pretty low.
All right, so we need to take care of this guy. Severe, 48, 50, 51, 52. All right, let's get our trader out. And let's see, if they're this close, they're probably going to walk off that way. So we're going to put down our home zone right here. I'm going to tell everyone to be inside so they don't come out and clean that right now. This guy's about to drop. 58. So I need to be to the east of this guy, I think. Unless he runs north. He just dropped. And we're going to trade. And I'm going to just gift him stuff back.
Put a wall up?
There we go. So we got things that we wanted. Nice. Crafting level 8. We got a shock lance, which will be great to recruit pigs. We could put a little telescope out here. Or a, yeah, telescope. Okay. Yeah, my bad. We left this on. And then are they on clean right now? They're on Hall 1. Hall. But we don't have any spot for it. That can't be right. It's not in the work.
I got wiped yesterday by a psychic ship that landed right next to a defoliator. I was ignoring Luell.
Oh man.
The imp's gonna pay for the war.
Sorry, Ox. The chances of that aren't very well. Put a wall up, the imps are gonna pay for the wall. Oh man. What would a mob farmer, what was your thought process with putting a wall up? To prevent them from leaving the map? That used to be an old strategy, and if that's what you were thinking, they'll actually break through the wall now. You can't wall them in any longer. I should probably move the table and chairs right there.
But them breaking down the wall may give more time to collect what drops.
Yeah, but like, so we didn't have to collect it. All we wanted to do was trade it. And so you can just put, like I did there, put the home zone around. And then you don't have to collect it, because if an item's in the home zone, I can have an item sitting over here and put it in the home zone, and then I can trade with a trader on the map.
Janadian 2010 says I could fall asleep to the RimWorld music.
You're not alone.
Fox Troop says I ended up in a death spiral after ignoring some mechs for a while. Then they suddenly started mortaring my base.
Oh
I mined
no.
a passage to them since they had better range, and they wouldn't come to me.
Yeah, they're tethered. You can damage their base, damage like one of their walls to like 50 or 49%, and then they won't be tethered anymore. Or one trick that you can do on that is imagine for a second that this is a siege item. If you go out there and you build while they're sleeping, and it's risky, mind you, this is risky. But if you build a wall like this, and then you put a roof over the bottom left corner, that thing can't shoot. So if this was a siege mortar, just put a wall over the bottom left corner and it will never be able to shoot your base. Definitely some cheese. But there's risk in like walking up to them and then them waking up. Shields. Nice. That'll be huge. Get a shield.
Fox Troop says, very cool.
Can we put their beds up here? This room just looks so messy right now. We need to make a shield belt. Before we make a shield belt, I want to get... Maybe we should just bite the bullet and get multi-analyzer going. Oh, that's something I didn't do either. Oh, I messed up. I could have made him a production specialist before they did the other gun. What's wrong with you? The drone broken up. Okay. I had them take my numb serum. So now their mood is up there. They don't care. And they're like that for 2 days. And hopefully the drone will be gone by then. Oh, and it's gone. Right as I did that, the drone went away. Of course. Cabin fever. Okay, just leave the cabin for a second.
Do you ever actually use the bliss lobotomy from Anomaly?
No, I've never really used it. I think that takes away consciousness, doesn't it? I tend not to do that kind of stuff. And we're in labor. All right, give them good meds. Make sure the room's clean. Take them to their bed. And good luck. No loved ones present. So sad. That's what happens when you're a psychopath, man.
Yeah, if my pawn is that much of a problem, I usually banish. IDK, wondering if it has any good uses though.
I'm sure there's some use cases for it, but there's so many options. Like this is a really good one. You could just set their policy, manage drug policy, go in here and change metal serum. Set this. If their mood falls below a certain amount.
Would you get a debuff wearing clothes you bought from the thrift store?
Well, it depends. Are they tattered? I think you can find some like legendary quality items at the thrift store. All right, good luck, baby.
Looks like Odyssey really challenges you to make the base compact.
It does. All right, we need a name. Mighty Mouse and Shazir. Either of you around to name your baby? If not, it's on chat's hands. So far, what did we do? We did truffle and we did bacon in the last run. One thing we could do is we could get some spots over here. So we can put textiles there.
Janadian 2010 says fries.
Fries?
Mimi.
Mimi. I like Mimi. That was actually my kid's nickname.
My name.
Before she learned how to speak, she would say Mimi, like she wanted to be picked up.
Give
relative to most unhinged pawns you had?
Trotter.
Trotter. I like Trotter. Let's go with Trotter. But so they get that as their name. They're going to get a nickname, and typically it's whatever kind of event's happening right now. So we're just going to call it Winter Baby. And we have Starvation. Mighty Mouse. Someone feed Mighty Mouse. Dude.
I was deciding between Harry Trotter and Ham Solo for pun names.
Oh, we got to do all these.
4968 says, what about Matter Baby?
Oh, hold on, cancel. Matter Baby. What's the matter, baby? I like it. Maybe we'll use that on the next one. What's the matter with you? I want to get some of these beds out of the way. Like they're just blocking our path. Looking better.
If you landed on the steam geyser, would it be going into the ship?
No, the ship won't allow you to land on it. And you can't build on it. So I could have landed this area inside of it. Lynx is coming after us. We're just going to get through the door. Okay. And then I'm going to let them go after something else. They're falling asleep. Our weapon has now gone down $400 just by sitting outside. And we could ship launch. Heck yeah. We got an excellent assault rifle. So we need to make a shield belt. Shield belts are so strong in Odyssey.
You cannot land on spicy water too, right?
What's spicy water? Like volcanic? I'm not sure if you can land on volcanic or not.
Says, does lowering the weapon's value change how effective it is?
No, not what. So, Combat Extended will, but in the base game, you can have this be 1%, and it will work as well as a 100%. But when you get it down to about 50, it loses so much of its value. At 100%, it was 2,000. When we get it down to 50, it'll probably be worth like less than 300 or less than 200. All right, he's going off after Guinea Pig. This is a chill song. Biotech by D Music. Alright, if we can get that shield belt made, we need some steel for it. Then we can fly over here, I think.
super chill.
And we also can get up into the meteor at some point. Alright, I don't like that being over that spot.
Hamburger 123 X8M says car still sleepy I see.
He chillin'. He be a chill boy.
Fox Troop says, does it also lose percent by use?
No.
I know armor does, so I assume so.
Armor does, weapons do not. As long as you don't leave them outside and they don't sit outside for a while, you can have them pretty low. I tend to just try and get them around 50%. I could do the same thing with these assault rifles too. It's just a little bit riskier being that we only have 3 pawns. But we could. So like if I look at the assault rifle right now, it's worth 600. What I usually like to do is I like to have some Molotovs around. And then we could just toss the Molotovs on it. And I could probably make some Molotovs. Do we have cloth? Yeah. I'll make 1 Molotov. And then Mighty is on melee, so they will grab that shield belt. Yeah, dude, we're recording. Haha. Yeah, thank you for verifying that. Because we both know that that has been missed in the past. Morning. Welcome in. And to hydrate. I have 2 beverages on my desk. I'll hydrate with the water.
Daco Bello.
Yo, welcome in. Manish, how you doing?
I'm awesome. What about you?
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. I'm doing really well, thank you. Appreciate that. Did we finish the shield belt? Oh, heck yeah.
How many high-tech benches do you usually go for?
As many as we can get resources for. So we will probably go for 3. I could probably get a second one if we get enough steel. With the Odyssey runs, it's so much easier to get materials too. Whereas if I was stationary in our base, then I would probably get less.
It's cloudy where I'm sewing. In a rawly good mood. LOL.
It's cloudy, and I'm guessing that makes it so that there's less heat. Hey, Car, do you want a treat? Hey, Goose, do you want a treat? Treat. Treat. Goose. Oh my goodness. As soon as I scoot back though. Wait, no, okay, he didn't wake up. As soon as I open the drawer. Oh my goodness. As soon as I ruffle the treat bag. Okay, there he is. He was in a good sleep.
Like when it's cloudy.
He's yeah,
actually
gotcha.
Knocked out.
He was really passed out because usually just me moving my chair backwards or me just saying his name.
Fox Troop says, could you automate the weapon degradation by creating an outside stockpile for high % weapons and another for lower % ones?
Yes, I actually have done that. So all I would have to do is I would change the percentage here. Like I could do it here. Like, so let's go critical weapons and then change it so that the percentage is like 55, right? Something like that. Maybe 50, 49. Copy this exact one, put that here, paste it, and then I change this to do the opposite. 48. So now as soon as it hits 48, it will go there.
Never too tired for a treat.
No, Goose will wake up.
The Zushama broken heart emoji.
No, we're not getting rid of it. We're lowering its value. So when it was at 100%, it was worth 2,000. Sierra, welcome in. Now at 78, it's gone down $400. So it's just a way to reduce wealth of our tile.
Kitty.
LOL, this is the super min-max stuff.
Yeah, it's min-maxy. And being that we just lost our last run on this, it's probably a good idea that we do a little min-maxy. In fact, we made these dusters, but I'm just leaving them behind. We're not even taking them with us.
Normal day around here, LUL.
Yep. Just another day.
Do your pawns have cataphract?
One of them. Yeah, we rated a no, we have cataphract and we have phoenix armor. Believe it or not. All right, what could we possibly trade to the exotic goods trader? I don't know that we're going to have anything that they want. All right, trade. Okay, we don't need pack of survival meals. We do need more steel, plasteel. Jeez. They have mind numb serum too. Oh, wait. I'm doing this wrong way. I need to sell 10. All right, how much more plasteel do we need? A lot. I don't want to sell any of our panels. I don't know why I'm doing this. We're going to fly to somewhere and they're going to have a ton of plasteel. Man, if only we could get the cataphract armor from them.
What should a properly managed wealth graph look like?
You know, there's nothing that's like exact science to it, but like when we start with this run, since you start with the grav ship and so much technology, it's already high. You basically want it to be level as much as possible until you get your assault rifles. Once I get my assault rifles, that's where you'll see most of my wealth charts start to go up. Because as soon as I get my assault rifles is when I start usually building out the outer compound. And then the outer compound will add a lot of wealth to your tile just by itself. And then I'll start getting things like steel mini turrets inside the compound. Yeah,
Since
they're just eating raw food.
Pigskin run, is it more efficient to let them just eat raw food?
100%. So there's no just exact, but it's kind of like the best thing you can do for wealth management is only have things that actually add defense to your base.
So keep it at a plateau until you have sufficient defenses/weapons.
Yep, and still keep it at a plateau as much as possible.
Never cooks.
Yeah, we not cooking. We are struggle busing. Okay, Shazir will never haul now because we made him a production specialist. The other two, why are we not hauling out weapons and stuff? Oh, the Molotovs made it out. Let's take Molotovs off of there. I can never spell Molotov, but I can spell the beginning to that. Alright. Wait, no, you hit yourself. But you, oh, your armor. That's so cool. Phoenix armor.
Do they get a debuff from eating human meat or corpses?
Nope. From eating corpses, they get a debuff. They don't like eating corpses, but they don't get a debuff from eating human meat.
Do you find that
We
leaving
just lost
open
smoke wave.
paths in rooms is not worthwhile compared to crawling over furniture?
No, I try to leave open paths. I actually just moved things away from the door so we had better movement. So we're watching the value of this gun go down. We're watching the value of that Zeus hammer go down. Already down to 1,000. 58. Much better.
Walking over furniture slows them down a surprising amount.
Zeus hammer only 180 now. That is such a huge dramatic. Nice. Heck yeah. Yarda, come here.
Don't damaged weapons do less damage?
No. Not on base game. Only if you have combat extended. Or some other mod.
CE, I believe.
Wait, can I claim that voice I just used?
Only in CE, I believe. You can. That one's free. You want that one?
Hooray.
All right. 3, 0. Give me 1 second.
It sounds like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons LOL.
All right. Give me a minute. We'll get that one configured for you.
What about its accuracy, reload time, spread, and
Same.
aiming time?
All same. All fine. They don't. It doesn't affect it. B. Elliot. What are we doing on Elliot? Here we go.
So no use on having masterwork besides selling it, huh?
No. That's not what we're talking about. No, we're talking about the core. Like, so it starts off with 100% endurance, and then it can go down to 0, and then it disappears. Masterwork and Legendary are the best. Legendary is absolutely the best. Way better than excellent. We're talking about two different things. Give me 1 second. There we go. Pitch 2, rate 0. All right, here's the test.
This is a test message.
All right, putting that for you, buddy. Yeah, let me show you 1 sec. All right, take it for a spin. It's assigned to you. So again, I'm talking.
Awesome, thank you.
So I'm talking about this one right here. The quality is this excellent. That certainly matters. Excellent is better than good, is better than normal, is better than poor, is better than awful. What we're talking about is this right here. 38%. Dropping it down to 38% doesn't affect anything with the weapon except the value of the weapon. all the stats are the same as 100%. We've just reduced the value of it. And since raids are one of the things that calculate bigger raids are how much value you have on your tile, just by reducing the value of our weapon, we effectively reduce the raid size that will come. Does that make sense? And we're out of power now. Okay, we don't need to have all these things on. And we can get batteries now. That'll help. All right, Cyber, have a good night. Get some rest.
Bye-bye, Cyber.
Means Masterwork had better accuracy, reload, aiming time than normal, or poor ones.
No, it doesn't affect aiming, like aiming time. It affects accuracy and damage. Here, I'll show you the chart. Maybe it's... Oh, weapons. Quality modifiers. So the only thing that modifies the base damage of the weapon and the armor penetration is Masterwork or Legendary or Awful. But the accuracy modifier, a normal is 100%, a good is 10% better, excellent's 20% better, Masterwork's 35% better, 50% better, Legendary. The base damage of a Masterwork goes up 25%. The base damage of a Legendary goes up 50%. There you go.
Man, you can't lie or gaslight this man. He had charts for everything.
I didn't make them. They're available for anyone.
Increased lethality. Says, hey, so I've been trying to find the video that shows how to build the forever burning.
I'll help you out. Yeah, no worries.
Can't seem to find it.
I gotcha.
He's a developer for RimWorld.
Shorts, burn box. There you go. Let's see if that works. There you go. Yep, that's the one. Enjoy. All right, heck yeah. A cluster. It's a smoke spewer that initiates in a little bit. We'll get out of here. So we're playing against Randy, and so it's just a numbers thing. I try not to leave a tile until he raids, because he's now less likely to raid. He can still raid us, but just in my mind, there's less risk now to fly away. Whereas, like, I'm not too concerned about a single raid, but what if he piles on 3 raids on top of us, you know? So we're going to pack this guy up. We're going to stop mining those out.
I ask him about question in life too. He seems to able to answer almost everything.
There's a lot I can't answer. All right, we're going to put you guys all back into a work zone because I don't want you going down to there. And we're out of components. That's why we're not making those. Okay, so when we go next, we'll make a battery. And we're going to leave behind some guns. That's just leaving wealth behind, as far as I see. We're good to go. We need that plasteel, though. Let's hop out of here.
Janadian 2010 says, Dag, I'm going to leave my Isaac run in your hands. Do I go angel deals or devil deals? Devils are for HP and are mostly stronger, but are more of a risk. Or angel deals, I can explain them if you want.
No, devil deals. All right, we're going to try and get to this.
Janadian 2010 says Ola.
Goose agrees.
Hi.
Tataki, welcome in. How you doing?
Good luck trading with the devil.
Devil deals are up.
Yeah, trade with the devil. Ooh, it's one of these guys. Okay, let's move over here so we're not on top of them. We're going to keep everyone inside our compound right now.
Janadian 2010 says, but I am playing Kane.
All right, inside, go in here, that's fine. So we need to shoot these guys, which I'm not too concerned about. Actually, I should be a little concerned for them. We're going to put everyone on a happy schedule while we're stuck here. How long are we stuck here for? 7 days? No way. Okay, we're going to have raiders come. Oh, there's some big elephants or mastodons and some elk. Okay, so we're okay with food. Man, that scared me for a second. All right, drop the baby. Thank you. All right, so we're going to have Mighty take some shotgun shells and hopefully live. Mighty, you are moving slower than molasses. Well, you do have a peg leg, so that makes sense. Shield belt for the win. Shoot the same one, guys. We got to work on that accuracy. Uppies, welcome in. Yeah, get in that it's not a queue, even though it says it is. It's a pool. So your name will be randomly pulled from there. Oh my goodness, a great wolf. I have never seen a great wolf in this game.
Couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, LOL.
Oh my goodness, this is actually kind of scary.
What the heck is that?
I've never seen it before.
I only seen wolf.
Genetically engineered canine modeled on a long extinct dire wolf. These fearsome predators were created as pets for the Glitterworld elite. Wild great wolves now populate many planets due to their tendency to escape confinement. We're gonna have to take that guy down for some food.
I've never seen one of those either. That's so cool.
We're gonna wait for morning. All right. Any? Yes, there's some components here. Good. Components there. Excellent. I do want to start hacking that, so we're going to put them back into a work zone.
Will it still be cool if takes out Daggett?
No. Don't take me out.
There's like a military outpost there, LOL.
Yeah, I see that here too. Ancient stockpile. So this tile is worth a decent amount. Oh, there's chem fuel up here too. I wonder if you get chem fuel from deconstructing it. It's kind of cool. Oh, I didn't put them on. I did. Go work. Go take it out. All right, we got to try and kill this dire wolf before he attacks us. And we're not what are you doing? Oh, you're just cleaning. Is everything set to home? No. It was just that dirty. All right, good luck us. If I move it over there, I'm actually going to try and... No, probably won't work.
My breakfast. Frosted mini wheats with bits of strawberries and banana.
Oh, that was crazy. That sounds delicious. Blueberries. I can get down with some blueberries too, man. And frosted mini wheats. All right, so my plan for this is I'm gonna stick mighty. Oh, you are hungry. The heck is wrong with you guys? There's no spot there?
Normally,
I got rid of it.
Blueberries too, but I finished those yesterday.
I hear ya. Blueberries would go hard. No rotten. We have a bunch of days to be here, though. So we'll mine those out. We'll mine these out. Do we make it so that we can do turret backpacks yet? Not yet.
Nondescript name 4968 says these TTS voices are giving the auditory whiplash.
Uh-oh.
It's fantastic.
Uh-oh. Whiplash. That was me whiplash right there. All right, let's take it out now. So Mighty Mouse's job. Man, you're still hungry, Mighty Mouse. All right, come here. Oh, you're lactating mama. I get it. All right, so you're going to bash that one. And you guys are going to shoot the Militor while you're bashing that one. Got it. Good job. All right, come here, Tinned. Now this is in our work zone too. Auto hack that. I'm gonna pump this up for the ones that like to research, so that they do this jobs first, because that's what we're here for. You know what? Let's put mechs there too. And then you're bleeding out. Anyone else bleeding out? How did a guanolin pod sprout here? What the heck is that? Oh, it's a crane base. Okay.
What do grav cores do?
They make it so that you can extend your ship. Also, right now we're limited to only 500 tiles for our ship. When we extend our ship with a grav field extender, we're going to be able to bump it up to 1,000. You can do it all the way up to 2,000. There's other things that grav cores will do as well, but we haven't researched them yet. But inside of here in the orbital tech, you can build an orbital scanner that does you... It doesn't. Okay. There's another one somewhere. Right here, advanced grav tech. So the power cell, this requires you to use a grav core, and this will produce power without you doing anything continuously with 1200 watts. And you can make a signal jammer that requires a grav core. This is what's needed to get to some of the space stations. Otherwise, your ship gets blown up.
Oh, awesome.
1200 watts. It's so good.
1200W is crazy.
Oh, here's a bear. And then we need to go collect this guy that died. But we need to take out that scyther. But I'm not on a big rush. Usually I try and do this as quick as possible. But our ship can't get out of here for 7 days. So I actually want to put this guy down too. Extra defense. And then let's go get this other one killed. Come on, you guys can hit it. Oh man, that's a bad omen. It's a 2% shot. Maybe we wait for... Okay, coming a little closer.
What's up with the accuracy?
Since it's laying on the ground, if you click the gun and hover over it, it'll show you. Target's lying down, so it has 50% chance less. So it's a 5% shot.
Heatwave's got to be one of my least favorite events.
Now it's not as bad. Heat waves can be bad, but you can prepare for them. And if you're not prepared for them, try and get some wood chopped and get at least one room cooled. And then if people get heat stroke, you can just put them in that cooled room for just a little bit.
Hello in RimWorld.
Janadian 2010 says Heatwave IRL.
Oh, yeah. It's one of my least favorites, too. I need a cool box to get into sometimes.
Both LOL.
Oh, we got some visitors.
Fox Troop says, you mentioned not liking solar panels as a power source before. Why?
It's not that I don't like them. It's just not my go-to. So the game will start off, if you do Crashlanded, with you already... Oh, here's a pod.
That's because the devs disabled mech raids IRL.
So if the game starts me off, my research already with the ability to make turbines. And turbines are similar to the panels. And I pair that up with a battery. They work so good. They're very similar. So like I can see them being interchangeable, just that's one less thing for me needing to research. And so just in my autistic brain, me trying to get to assault rifles the quickest, right here, having to research something else, the solar panels, is not efficient for me. But you could. And so like in my normal playthroughs, you'll see I use a wind turbine until I go to doing geothermal. And I think geothermal are far superior. Now for my grav ships, I tend to do chem fuel generators, and I really like the chem fuel generators because they also give off heat, and they'll help heat our ship up in space.
Gennady in 2010 says, agreed.
But geothermal is almost 6x the surge.
Yeah, but by the time I need geothermal, I've gotten to the point where I can defend my base, and I'm trying to mass power my base.
Research.
It is a big like project to research, absolutely 100%. But in most of my playthroughs, the big rush for me is getting to assault rifles. Once you get to the assault rifles, then you can kind of defend yourself with no problem. They're like, are you going to pick that person up? Ooh, they are medical 10. We don't need any surgeries right now, though. All right, we got 1 done, 2 to go. We're stuck here for 5 days. Mastodons. All right, I think we do this while we have guests. Run! It was a little risky. Oh no, they're getting upset that their members are dying. You know what? We're just gonna go inside. Good job, guys. Sorry for your kids' loss. We'll trade with you real fast.
Food forever.
Yup. That was my thought process too. I don't need cloth. I don't need that much medicine. I don't need packaged survivals. They don't have anything I need, do they? Okay. Keep the cloth. No, get rid of the cloth. Less medicine. Fine.
KingGrid0684 says, I don't have any DLC yet. Which one should I get? And what's
Ideology.
your favorite?
My favorite's Anomaly, but to anyone that's looking to add a DLC to their base game RimWorld experience, I recommend Ideology. And the reason I recommend Ideology is it will help with various scenarios that you want to do. but think about all the things that make your pawns upset. In ideology, you can change a lot of those. So if you look at my pawn's moods here, anything that has these little ideology icons are things that I've added in. And so it's much easier to have your pawns remain happy. And then the next thing that I really like about ideology is that it makes it so that you can do pawn recruitment a lot easier. They have these things in ideology called rituals, and you can select various kinds of rituals. But my favorite kind of ritual, one of the effects of it, well, you'll get 50% chance to get an auto joiner of your ideology. So it really helps with recruitment. Okay, we could try and rescue that one.
Says ideology is a beautiful starter.
Really, all DLCs are great. But yeah, if you're looking to enhance your base game experience, ideology is a solid way to go.
Hamburger 123 X8M says I started with biotech and got ideology, and I'm planning to get royalty.
Royalty is the one that I recommend the least, but also if you're interested in side casting, it's pretty cool. But it just adds the least. All right. I'm feeling bad about leaving this little kid out here.
Biotech is magnificent.
Janadian 2010 says I'm planning on getting biotech next for Robits.
Here, we'll put him in a little bed right here.
Hamburger 123 X8M says, though I don't want to get Anomaly, it seems a little well-ick.
Anomaly will add a lot of threats.
Children in 1.6 LOL, they were already really good.
Oh yeah, they can get to tier 8. Yeah. No, Anomaly doesn't suck. I mean, you're allowed to have that opinion, of course.
Anomaly sucks.
Not my opinion. I love Anomaly. All right, I need to get you guys hauling.
Even more monster.
Yeah, give us more threats. I agree. Well said. Give us an anomaly pack.
123-X8M says, "What's up with the colored ores?"
It's a mod that I'm running. It's called Colorblind Minerals. And I really like it because when I get to a tile, I can just look and see what ore is available. So yellow is going to be compact machinery. Purple is our uranium. If I see green, it's jade. If I see light blue, it's silver. Dark blue is plasteel. And there's a gold color gold. Imagine that.
Janadian 2010 says a rip-off FRE version of Anomaly is Secure Contain RimWorld LOL.
Well,
also give us
I wonder if it was out
more
first.
way to abuse those monster.
Guys, put the meat in the shelf. Come on. Put it away. It is getting tended. Oh man, that kid is going to die without a bed. Alright, we'll build the kid a bed.
Yeah, put your meat away, guys.
Yeah. Put your meat away.
Giggity.
Giggity giggity.
Hamburger 123X8 Near says, to be honest, I like Odyssey because I get to build ships with autocannons and land on a trip low end.
Yeah, we just made Masterwork Mastodon leather stuff. I forgot, man, I haven't really seen Mastodon a whole lot because I'm not on these kind of tiles very often. But look at the textile for Mastodon. So not all textiles are made equally. When you're making your clothing, you want to prioritize armor sharp. Mastodon leather. Okay, it's not as good as I was thinking. But 112 is still pretty good up there. It's up there with bearskin, elephant, hippo.
Doesn't Mastodon have the best for cold?
You know, I've never really even looked at that.
X8M.
No, there's better for cold.
Thrumbo Parka. Thrumbo Burger. Decker Z.
Yeah, well, we're not making parkas because we're using power armor and vac suits, but definitely got some good clothing going on.
Thrumbos are just too good.
Give me that thrum burger.
Is a mastodon also a woolly mammoth?
That's a good question. Ask Dagbot.
Canadian
I bet he'll know.
Says Dag. I checked it and Secure Contain is 2 years older in 2022 than Anomaly in 2024.
Yeah, so like the developers get a lot of inspiration from the modding community.
Do
Yes.
spaceships block wind turbines?
100%. These walls do. But if you go back to yesterday's episode, we put in a turbine in our spaceship. We just built the walls around it.
A dag BOT is a mastodon, the same as a woolly mammoth ton.
Not quite. A mastodon is a prehistoric elephant relative, while a woolly mammoth is like a cold weather version with a funky fur coat. Remember, neither is showing up at the next family reunion.
So a prehistoric elephant relative, while a woolly mammoth is like a version of it that's colder. A woolly mammoth. Okay. So
Sorry, Yellow,
colder
I meant
temperature.
shuttles.
Oh, so usually when I want to build the shuttle, I'll make a spot for it, but it won't be roofed. You can't have it roofed.
At Dag_B0T, who would win a fight, a mastodon or mammoth?
It's like asking who'd win in a dance-off. Two extinct species with no moves. But if they did, I'd place my bets on the woolly mammoth. It's got that furry fierceness going on.
Yeah, it's fierce. All right, we're not using these right now. Let's turn those off. Let's get a full battery. I also don't like having this guy here solo, because if the storyteller decided to make him go after us, I don't think we'd be able to take it down very easily. A baseliner, no thank you. No thank you. Although we do need to keep looking at these to see... Are these guys Mugmao? Is that the ones that are pigs? No. Who's Mugmao? Maybe that's the name of someone. Kugol Mugmao. I don't see anyone named Mugmao. I'm confused.
Seems correct. Coming from South Africa, mastodon do comes from warmer climate.
Maybe we need to go check them out. Mugmao kind of sounds like pig. Alright, let's take this guy out. Drop the baby. Drop the baby inside. Thank you. Of course, the mastodon is making this harder. Alright, we're not doing it right now. We have all this extra meat. Let's make one thing out of it. Two things.
Just got a Shambler Assault and was reminded how much I dislike Anomaly.
Yeah, Shambler Assaults can be tricky, but man, every single Anomaly event has Kryptonite. You just gotta outlive them, outlast them, just run away from them. You have to rebuild your base, but that's okay.
But I'm trying to play Anomaly's content, so whatever, I guess.
Cat Nibbles says I'm now clean.
You're clean, woohoo! Let's go. All right, so we need that one and we need this one. Let's go check that out. How much longer are we stuck here for? 2.4 days. Guys, clean your station. You're messy.
Shame blur.
Shame. Shame. I do see a threat up here. There's another great wolf. And now we can make turret packs. Turret pack.
Cat Nibbles says, do you go to the gym, Daggeth?
Not as often as I would like. I need to get back going more. It's on my list of things to get back in my life, being a regular gym goer. Yeah, the kid's getting out of here. Don't eat them.
Shambler.
Shamburger.
Cat Nibbles says I started going around 10 months ago and
Heck yeah.
finally hit my goal of reaching 175 from 155.
Heck yeah, high five. I've got the reverse goal right now. I got up to like 235 and right now I'm at 224. And I'd like to get down to 215. And then once I hit 215, I want to get down to 200.
Awesome progress, good job, Dagoat.
Gracias. And I am thinking about, so a while ago I used to have a working out together channel in the Discord. Thinking about starting it up again and just putting like the routines that I'm doing each day. And then anyone can post in whatever exercise they're doing in that day to help motivate each other.
Cat Nibbles says progress is progress, but I'm rooting for you.
If zombies yearning for brains, what does Shambukhlur seeking for raiding others?
Cat Nibbles says that would be cool.
Sounds cool. I lift 6x/WK.
Nice. I want to get back up to 5x is what I want. I used to do 6x and then 7x too, but it was usually like some sort of kind of recovery thing. Man, I get back into that. That was such a great habit. Relay crash. Be warned, hostile mechanoids will arrive as soon will arrive in response to the relay going offline. Oh no, they're gonna arrive. Dang it. I didn't plan that right.
Daggett, I want that voice earlier, Ken.
Which voice? To which one? So the mechs are gonna come right now, and we're gonna have to fight them. I didn't plan that well. Usually I do. We still have 1 day left. I might have to use that Mastodon. Oh man, I wonder how big of a response it's going to be.
Nondescript name 4968 says you had one job.
I had one job. I botched it. And we don't have enough steel. What do we have? We have 1 turret pack and we have 1 psychic lance. Could be worse. Alright, this Mastodon might be a friend of ours. We do have a shield belt. How much longer? 15 hours. All right, I'm going to take you off of that schedule. I want you to sleep with everyone now.
Fox Troop says, can you delay them somehow?
Don't think so. It said they're coming.
Royal Visitor, could they help with the mechs?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, that's the in-game quest. All right, we are going to go break this down. 3 hours. Yep, let's go.
That one voice that I get with that chat about zombies yearning for brains up there.
Hold on one sec. Yearns for brains. Okay, if zombies yearning for brains. No, that's Tryphon's voice. Sorry. Alright, so we're gonna put them into unrestricted. They're gonna blow this up. Oh, I can't remember if it explodes or not. Let's back up. Everyone's unrestricted. Haul. Haul. Pick up. Haul.
Pry.
Slave ship coming. Oh, there are piggies on it? Of course, always when I'm trying to do something like this. Let's go trade. No pigs. Icatan, Neanderthal, and a waster. And I don't have anything to sell anyways. Cancel that. We're getting out of here. Go haul that.
Nondescript name 4968 says, why do you go for the piggies?
It's just a challenge run. We're doing all xenotype, just all the different xenotypes, and this is the piggy run right now. There we go. Let's get out of here. Oh, we're leaving them one behind. Oh well. We left one turret behind. Yeah, so we've done every other xenotype alphabetical order behind this. The next one is either going to be sanguiphage or what did we say?
Sorry.
Wasters.
Starprick. Starfish. There won't be a starfish run.
Oh man, did we land on those animals?
Big cry.
Big sad.
It made one of them disappear. Two of them disappear.
Lenzo the mechanic.
Yo, what's up,
can
dude?
Fix it. Lenzo the mechanic. Yes, he can.
Welcome in, Linzar. All right, we need some steel.
Starfish in the hot dog flavored water run.
Not today. Not today. What voice was that? Oh, that's
Chandler
Nightmare's
assault
voice.
tore an eye and both legs off my main combat pawn.
Okay, whose Voiker is that on Lenzer the mechanic?
Mine.
Lenzar singing.
Yeah, that's Linzar. Can't take his voice. All right, we're finally getting some AC needing in here. Let's turn that. Yes, get us the steel.
Lenzer ING has a sword. Do you? P.
What are the downsides of unnatural healing?
There's a chance that it can give you a... Is it a flesh whip? Unnatural healing is a flesh tentacle. I always forget if it's a tentacle or a whip. 25% chance it will replace the pawn's arms with a flesh tentacle, but it can't happen if your pawn already has a artificial body part.
Are there any Patrick voice for me, Daggett?
I studied Morte.
I don't know if there's a Patrick voice. You have to listen. There's no customized Patrick voice. That one you'd have to redeem channel points on. How's our winter baby doing? Already 1 year. Heck yeah. Let's go. Perfect.
Can unnatural healing restore limbs?
Yes. 100%. Unnatural healing is so strong. If you get a pawn with unnatural healing, keep them.
Okay. Since it's that expensive, I'ma save up my Daggett dollars.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, assign a voice you sees fit for a starfish, Daggett.
I like that one. We'll go with that one right there. Is the next baby called Piglet? Maybe we'll figure it out.
And I don't wanna.
I can't want to either, dude. I'm sorry. Man, I didn't want to go to work either. Alright, you get that one. It was...
His next baby called Piglet. Daggett to Dagwall.
Also, hi.
1-0. All right, let me get you that one. Star prick.
N16H7 MLURK.
Yo, that's TikTok documentary voice.
And that was ENGB Ryan. There you go.
This is a test message.
There you go, buddy.
Ayo, I just arrived to clock in WYM.
All right, that's your voice. Give me 1 second. We'll append it to you. All right, take it out for a test spin.
It's a very generic Tic-Tic AI voice, but okay.
Is it? You think it's very genetic? Or generic? Genetic. I could tweak it a little bit. All right, let me tweak it just a little bit for you.
This is a test message.
There. I tweaked it a little bit for you. Do you like that one more?
Give me something silly.
How about that? All right, that's enough steel.
Is psychic hum caused by anomaly drifters?
Man, what is psychic hum caused by? I think it's caused by your containment. What's it called? Is it called psychic hum? Because I'm not finding that. But I know the Inhumanize, they don't care about it.
Okay, you give me a reason to save and redeem. You wait for the day I get my Patrick voice and you're gonna pay.
Oh, nice. Psychic hum.
It's cause I just accepted a drifter with unnatural healing and got psychic hum right after.
Yeah, it might be. I think one of them causes that or something like that.
Yeah, it's called psychic hum.
A civil outlander. Nice. Man, I forget the name of it.
Janadian 2010 says I won the Isaac run /.
Let me trick Smurf's got something on it too. The Isaac run? What's the Isaac run? Oh, the game you were talking about. Congrats, dude. It's awesome.
Does psychic hum go away on its own, or do I have to do something about it?
It won't go away. It's just a debuff unless you go Inhumanize. They don't care about it. But let's see. It was a joiner, you said, right? Basic game infographs. That's not what I wanted.
Yeah,
Anomaly.
Drifter.
Joyful, maybe?
Affected.
Like that Crying Isaac game?
This doesn't say
It's
it.
a run where you play RimWorld until you raided so hard you broke down crying on the floor.
Might be one of my mods or something IDK.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, there's a psychic thing that causes people to get upset. Yo, Blues Wolf, welcome in. I'm not sure.
Hey, Dagoth.
All right, so we want to get some better helmets going too. And we haven't researched them yet.
Yeah, vanilla events expanded just updated. I guess that was one of the events.
There you go. That's why I haven't seen that one. But I know there is something about Anomaly that does cause them to start doing that kind of stuff. Glad you got your answer.
Janadian 2010 says, I just want to bring attention to the fact that The Binding of Isaac has more achievements than Team Fortress 2x121.
It's such a random fact.
Thing, but tie regardless.
Such a random fact. Love it.
How long to get 100k Daggett dollars?
You know, Martok just did it pretty quickly. We're going to do a wager tomorrow's stream. We're going to do a wager who's going to win the soccer championship on Sunday. So make sure you're in the channel tomorrow when we do the wager. You put all your DAG dollars on the line. Double them up. 50-50 shot. All right, let's get someone chopping some wood. I don't like the arrangement of this.
25k USD may get you 100k Daggett dollars.
Oh man, we're gonna find them on the market now. That still doesn't work. Bulk goods trader. And they're tribal. So I'm going to be able to get rid of our jade. Uranium that I'm not going to use for a while. That'll be good. Is there plasteel here? Nope. We could potentially open up this ancient danger with them here too. Just take a peek in there. How long are we stuck here for? 1.6 days. All right, let's do it.
Should I do surgical inspection on every drifter join?
I like to instead anesthetize them and then punch them in the face and have all your pawns around. And then you'll find out if they go hostile on you. Punch him in the face, Daggett says.
Oh.
Sorry for the barrage of anomaly questions. It's
no worries.
It's my first time interacting with the
That's fine.
DLC LOL.
No need to apologize.
Put people to sleep and beat them up, Daggeth.
Yes.
I'm over here now, because why not?
Janadian, thank you for stopping by on the Twitch side. Appreciate it. All right, so we're going to pop this open. And the follow, ready to build and conquer with us, the bot says. I'm going to keep everyone inside.
Glitter mega city that fills the whole map on future run.
Thank you for the follow, Janity.
See, that's not where I have fun. That's where it starts feeling like chores to me. I like getting to the end and then starting a new run. You know? Other people are way more creative than I when it comes to building. That feels like a chore to me. It feels like work. I want to escape work here. Run! These are anomaly things. Just go away from them. Let them deal with them. Perfect. We got some Psychite tea. Some pemmican. And then we're going to get to pop this open.
On the bone.
Oh my goodness. It psychically disables pain. Holy moly. This is good and bad. Mighty Mouse will no longer ever feel pain.
If the drifter goes hostile, does that mean they were gonna turn on the colony or something?
Yeah. There's other things that can happen. Like a metal whore can come out of it.
Who's good at melee?
No one's good at melee, but Mighty Mouse is our tough pawn. And so they got thrown into being good at melee. Alright, we don't need the Zeus hammer anymore.
So after they go hostile, I can just convert, then recruit them with no issues.
Correct. And they'll already be unconscious when they're knocked out from you punching them in the face and anesthetizing them.
I thought creep. Joiners are usually unwavering.
Negative. And where is...
Admittedly, this is making me want to do more stuff with Anomaly, LOL.
So here's some really good infographics from Mortal Smurf, who was here earlier. Here's the different kind of things that can happen from a creep joiner. So they can join and leave between 9 and 30 days. They can become aggressive between 9 and 30 days. They can have metal whores in them. They could have crumbling mind between 1 and 3 days. They can break out of your jail when you put them in jail. They can do psychic agony every 30 days for at least 5 days. That's a rough one. Organ decay will happen after 3 to 5 days. Disturbing -4 mood upon social interaction. So if you just go and have an interaction with them and then you see your pawn has a -4, you know they have this one. When you punch them in the face, they can howl sight sealers. Or there's a small chance that they won't have any downside.
They're unwavering before you accept them, I think.
Yes.
Thank you for the follow, SubPop200.
Yo, SubPop, welcome in. Your niche interests are the perfect fit for our RimWorld adventures. And here's the page for Mortal Smurf if you guys are interested. This is a great resource for anomaly stuff. I mean, Mortal Smurf is a great resource for anything RimWorld.
7 core bros, 3 step brothers. So I had melee proficiency growing up.
Oh my goodness. I thought I had melee efficiency growing up.
Having to reduce like 80 resistance on a creep joiner to recruit them.
Yeah. So I grew up with 3... Oh my goodness, a Muffalo just dropped a bunch of goods. I grew up with 3 older brothers. And I thought since I grew up with 3 older brothers, I would know how to like grapple. And I went to this Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym. And at the gym, I got to spar at the end for... It was like 6 minutes or 8 minutes. And I was 31 at the time. And I weighed like 195. And I got partnered up with this kid that was about 17 years old and weighed maybe 135. And he had his way with me in class. And he tapped me 8 different times. And I was like, okay, I need to learn Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So the cool thing about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is you use the weak points of the body. The arms, the elbows, your neck, your knees, your ankles. And you use leverage to manipulate them. Yes. But that's what it reminded me of. Like the statement that I had older brothers, so I know how to, you know. I have melee proficiency.
Necessary humbling.
I think Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is absolutely great for humbling men. And I think it's needed. Or young men. It really kind of teaches you that
First
like...
day in BJJ class. T-Bay put me with a purple belt and called him to do anything. I was helpless.
Yup.
Against him.
Yep. Oh yeah, purple belt means that you're gonna have a good time. Hey, Honey Jukes, welcome in. Happy Friday.
Utmost Zero says BJJ is a great ego check.
100%.
In grappling after you had a toddlers that just learned how to run.
Again, there's a false sense. Go to a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class. Like, find yourself a good gym, go to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and get humbled. It is so great. It's so good.
Hi, Honey H19 Heo.
How you doing, honey?
Happy Friday to you too, Luminar 2 Smirky.
Appreciate it. Much appreciated. You gonna get some Marvel Rivals in tonight? All right, we're gonna copy this bill. I'm gonna set this do forever, and I'm gonna say only twisted meat. Do forever.
Foxtroop says never took jiu-jitsu, but I had fun learning Hapkido for a while. Managed to break all my ribs on one side during a particularly bad takedown.
Oh yeah, that's tough. Hapkido with the takedown. Same with judo. One of the things they teach you in judo though is how to fall. How to fall properly. And yes, there's a proper way to fall. And if you don't get taught that, you are going to get broken.
Yes. After work.
Or train with some Dagestan or wrestle with your let bear.
Dagestan, oh my goodness. Wrestle with a bear. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, wrestling is great too. Absolutely. In fact, man, I had some collegiate wrestlers come in after I'd gotten my purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and they can give you a run for your money when you're doing no-gi. All right, who's our planter? Because we're just going to use this on them. 737, 11. Darda, what do I have you? Your construction mainly? Okay. Use plants.
Hi Dagoth, thanks for that grab idea on DC.
Oh, you are very welcome.
Out while spar grappling.
Okay, so never have I ever gotten blacked out while I was sparring, but with my ex-wife, she and I were training at the same time, and I was curious about a triangle choke, and she put me in a triangle choke, and I was like, I want to see how far I can resist it. And then the next thing I hear these like distant noises,
of the time I dislocated
and I had been passed out
from my hips at the same time while water skiing.
That sounds crazy. Both hips dislocated. And I can tell you, like, after feeling that, you feel so discombobulated after you'd been put out. Yeah, it was definitely famous last words.
Famous last words. Tongue sticking out.
She and I haven't sparred in many years.
Who's better, you or her?
And you know, we have similar skill experience, and so that's the thing with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, is if you train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for several years, or okay, let me throw a statistic at you. If you train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for 6 months, actively train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and you end up in a bar fight at a bar, and the bar fight gets taken down to the ground, with 6 months of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training, you're going to be able to beat 99.5% of the population. Now, if both people know Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and they've been training 6 months or longer, then that's out the door. But like, just natural human instincts are 100% wrong on the ground. We do everything wrong when it comes to grappling on the ground. We have a natural human instinct to turn our back towards someone when they're grappling with us, and that's the worst thing. You always want your center mass pointed at your opponent when you're grappling.
Looks like chatting in Twitch is better than YT, like there's a delay there too.
Chatting in Twitch is better than YouTube for sure. There's a delay, I think it's like 4 seconds in YouTube.
Just asking to wait in who's a better pawn, you or her, to recruit and which one to enslave.
Enslave her. Keep me. I'm not biased or anything.
Two people who do BJJ wouldn't get into a random bar right with each other, LOL.
Two people who do... That's typically true.
Not getting into random bar fights.
So one of the things with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Muglin, welcome in. One of the things that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu teaches you, again, like since I got humbled by that kid, is you just like, okay, I put in a lot of training, but I never know how much training that person has done. Like you can tell like a little bit sometimes, especially the ears give it away if they're a grappler, but you never know how much someone. So like we have this black belt instructor at our gym who is probably about 145. And we did a police academy, or not academy, but a police seminar. So all the police officers came to our gym and we did a seminar. And it was like a 2-3 hour seminar. And at the very end, they said that anyone that wanted to spar our black belt could spar the black belt. And every single one of the police officers' hands went up. So he went through every single one of the police officers and tapped them. And then anyone else, and did it a second time. And they just looked at this guy like, I would never suspect that this person would be able to have his way with me like that.
Most MMA fighters don't get into fights out in public.
Correct.
LOL.
Very true. You learn a humility, you learn a humbleness when you, to get to experience Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or grappling, whatever your training is, you have to have been tapped thousands of times. Like to get to my purple belt, I had been tapped many thousands of times. It's just you have to in order to train. That's the cool thing about the training is they get you into a submission and then you tap and you reset, you start over and you just learn. And then you learn not to get into that. Like not only do you learn not to get into that, you learn the steps ahead of that not to get into. I did Muay Thai too.
Stand Twitch ads.
Sorry, Cat
With
Nibbles.
alcohol onboard judgment may not be the best.
But
Do you do
have an advantage, Daggett? No
do
one
you
can grip
do
your hair to their advantage?
the YouTube yeah, no one could touch my hair.
Utmost Zero says, have you had injuries or joint issues
Oh, of course.
since starting to roll?
Yes. One of the biggest things for me, so my background before Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was Krav Maga. And Krav Maga is very dissimilar to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu is a lot about relaxing and burst of energy when you need it. Krav Maga is using 120% of your energy all the time. Because Krav Maga, the difference is you're thinking life and death situations. And so when I got to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I still had the Krav Maga mindset. And so that was part of the humbling, was I needed to learn to slow down for my training for myself and my partner, because me bursting at 120% of my effort and energy is going to potentially get them hurt. I think throwing elbows on accident, stuff like that. To be a good training partner, you want to be predictable. And when you're being 120% of your energy and effort, you're not predictable. You start doing unpredictable things. And so one of the things that commonly happens, and this also with weightlifting, think deadlift. When you go and you do a deadlift, you want to constrict everything. You want to hold your breath in, and that makes everything rigid and your muscles work better. But in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, when you do that and another force goes into your side of your rib cage, I have had so many intercostal issues and rib, okay, I say so many, like 3 or 4. But if you've had a rib injury or one on each side and tried to work out or even tried to sleep and get out of bed, it's so painful. And so it was like learning how not to do that. You have to learn how to relax when you're getting smushed by a 350-pound man. And it just takes time, and it just, like, there's no way to learn it without it, like, happening. And so those were my biggest injuries. I had turf toe happen one time, and that's just by when you're on your shins and then you have your feet like you're ready to stand right up. I had someone push down on my shoulders and it hyperextended my big toe. And that was a super painful, like, super nagging thing. You just don't realize how much you use your toes for everything. Well,
also, if you have some kind of training,
unless you have an injury,
you may encounter legal problems after fights as well.
Correct. You always have to be aware. Like, that can be used against you if you do something like that in a bar fight. So, like, after I got my blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, one of the guys at the gym owned a bar, and he liked hiring blue belts or above to be bouncers. But being a bouncer, you have to be very careful of what you do. Like, you don't want to slam someone onto the ground.
I want to be a black belt and do Muay Thai.
Oh my goodness, I saw that comment such a long time ago.
Humility or humbleness is rarely exist with US police personnel.
Oh, maybe you typed it a second time.
You're making me want to learn BJJ LOL.
I highly recommend it. Like, it is such a good skill to be able to defend yourself. Know that you can just stand up for yourself, but not only for that, but for your family or your kids. Like, just being able to know that you can defend yourself is very powerful.
Yeouch.
Hey, we can fly again.
A black belt in BJJ.
That's awesome. Ask them if you can go with them sometime to the gym. Check it out. Let's see. How you get into marriage. She subbed to you near blackouts and you woke up on the altar. Pretty much. Hoodwinked. Nah, we met when I was young, dumb, you know, kind of thing. I don't recommend getting married super young. Like, I was too young. I didn't even know who I was. And then we just kind of grew apart. Yeah, you're saving up for more DLCs. You already have biotech and you need more DLCs because after the 250 hours with only one DLC and 150 mods, it got boring. Which one do I recommend next? So we just talked about this a few minutes ago, but I recommend Ideology. Add Ideology onto biotech and you're going to get a lot more hours. Ideology.
Learn from your mistakes.
True. Ideology is going to help how your pawns get upset. So you can change things, what will make them happy and what won't make them happy. Frijolito, welcome in. Ideology also helps you with pawn recruitment, which is something I have not been doing. Bad daggeth. We need to get some trees cut so we can do this. Man, really this whole time.
Hey man, I turn on the stream. I'm gonna let you the lurk. Good luck with our stream. J1 Frej Kawaii Moat Wunge. 1 Frej Kawaii Moat Wunge. 1 Frej Kawaii Moat 1.
Yeah, V every time.
Daggeth, every time I use the graph ship, I'm guaranteed to get a cooldown?
Yep. But you can get that cooldown. Like, we just had one that was 7 days, and then when we landed here, it was 2 days. So it varies. But you want to get your pawns, like I said, with intellect 10 or better. 2 of them will help. So, like, when I click this, and I click launch, here's all the things that will help it get better, right? So the more things you can do here, the better quality, the less chance of an incident. So right now we only have 1 of 5 crew members. Getting more crew members will help. Adding another thruster will help. If these guys get better, and then inside of here there is advanced craft tech, a pilot assistant. This will help piloting ability 45%. So that's something I'm looking to do. But we have trotter hands. Okay, so I want to do some ideology stuff right now. So speaking of ideology, we're trying to do recruitment. This is one of the things that ideology allows. If you do these rituals, and if the rituals are successful, you get a 50% chance of an auto joiner with your own ideology. Boom. So that one was successful. It was beautiful, but we didn't get the joiner. But it gives them a mood boost. Beautiful Sky Lantern Festival for 6 days. Someone's fleeing? What the heck? Oh, oh, these guys walked in and the insects got them. Alright, I gotta wait for Dar to cool down. Sleeping in the cold. Okay, we'll turn the heat on. It's 69 degrees in there. What the heck? Alright, I'm going to change the temperature. I'm going to bump this up 2. And I'm going to reduce this down 1 or 2. That's what I like to do, V. And then if I'm doing fluid, like I'm doing right now, when you add in a new meme or you reform when you get your current points met, you can come in and delete all of them and then add in new ones. And even if you just did them, you can do them all over again. So it's kind of a way to min-max it. And then I think it's every 20 days you can do it again. Otherwise, if you're setting it to a specific date, you can only do it once every 60 days. Celebration of mankind. Oh no.
Sky Lantern is a Kaya Lantern is a form of graph ship.
So any time is better as we get more chances in 60 days.
Correct. You could do 3 times in 60 days. Man, we're not getting the recruits this time.
How many hydroponics do you need per pawn?
I believe it's 2. I think we looked this up. Man, why can't I get this one stuck in my head? We just looked this up the other day, and it's like it's less than 2, so you need 2. It's somewhere in here.
2 patches or 2 rows.
2 things of 4. 2 basins. 1 tile of hydroponics is equivalent to 2.8 of regular soil. Where's the yield? With rice. We're talking rice, by the way. A hydroponic will yield 24 rice every 2 days. I know it's in here. I will find you. Let's see, redirected by hydroponics. Where is it? I guess there... man, I thought I saw the math done somewhere. But I think this is where you're going to have to figure it out. A hydroponic basin will yield 24 rice every 1.98 days. Or 12 food per day, assuming 100% multiplier from difficulty. Although, I think I play losing as fun, which would make that harder. Alright, let's do another one. They're upset. Hold on.
My rituals was 100% good. but I didn't get a pawn or any message that I didn't get.
You got to read here. If the Sky Lantern Festival is beautiful or unforgettable, 50% chance, so it's just rolling the dice. We've had 3 of them right now, and we didn't get a joiner. But then sometimes you'll do 3 of them in a row, and you'll get a joiner. So just think about a coin flip. Every time you get it beautiful or unforgettable, it's a 50-50 shot if you get one or not. Man, where is that? Maybe it's on Reddit. Let's ask Grok.
I think total overhaul for crops are needed for this game. Rice from paddy plant takes hella long to grow.
But the game tell you it was not that satisfying that you didn't get a random recruit.
Let's see if Grok can figure it out. In RimWorld, if I'm using hydroponics basins and planting rice, how many basins do I need to feed a single pond? Haha. Roughly 1 to 2 hydroponics basins per pond, depending on how you process the food. Most efficient is nutrient paste. Simple meals need a little bit more. Growth time, it's all broken down here. So use 2 basins per pond as a safe baseline, especially early, mid, to late game.
Grok or GPT better?
I like Grok because Grok's updated daily. GPT is stale. It's behind. I don't pay for either of them, though. I use the free versions. And they gifted us flak vests. Thank you. We don't need those. And that is one of the things too, V, about doing these rituals here, is that you get these traders and they'll come and they'll leave you random gifts, and sometimes it's unique weapons. It's pretty crazy. Sometimes, like at early game, they'll come and they'll drop you off EMPs, which are super important for early game.
Well, your rice question just contribute 1% to global warming.
Yes! We're warming the globe together. Manhunter pack. Oh man, look at that Manhunter pack. Let's get out of here.
Is Grok better than Perplexity or ChatGPT?
I haven't used Perplexity. I like it more than ChatGPT because ChatGPT, you can't ask it current events. Whereas Grok, you can ask it things that happened today. If you ask ChatGPT about something today, it'll tell you that it doesn't have the information loaded into its system yet. Unless there's a newer version that I haven't used yet.
ChatGPT pisses me off.
Oh no. Yeah, I like Grok. Grok is what I tend to use for just generic questions.
Foxtroop says rice grows faster, but is there any advantage to using potatoes, whatever?
Potatoes are only better if you're on non-fertile soil. So if you hit the fertile thing, this yellow is non-fertile. If you hover the mouse over it, it says it's stony soil, and you see that the fertility is 70%. Potatoes don't care about growing here or growing here. Rice will grow slower here than it will grow here, and it will grow faster here. So potatoes' use case is if you don't have really good soil, then grow it in that.
77 Alpha 77 says ChatGPT always pretends to know.
Meaning you could only use his GPT in toilets. It made you piss.
Oh man. It pissed me off. We are literal. Question like, hey, I won $50 billion. a lot of girls want to date me, and it will be like, I don't know, nobody knows that answer yet. Every human would say yes. What does Grok say to you on that?
I have 12 12th dev points for ideology reform, but I cannot add the third meme. Any idea why? It said that I can add.
It depends.
77 alpha.
I can't click into it.
Says like if it's unsure about something, it will fill it in with some random bullshit.
But on the top tier of the lists, those aren't compatible with each other. So like you can't do individualist with supremacist. And if you add one in, or if you take one away, you can't add in another. So try adding in one of the lower ones. Ooh, this room is hot. Let's take the roof off. I don't want it combusting.
I have collectivist and proselytizer.
And then what's the third one you're trying to add? Collectivist can't work with supremacist.
That's a big word.
We throw in big words in chat. Why are we not making turret packs? Yeah, we probably are going to. Yeah. I also need to get rid of this animal. And actually, I'm looking at time, guys. I need to wind down because I'm going to be streaming tomorrow morning at our usual time, which is going to be about 10 hours from now.
Foxtroop says, I do find ChatGPT hallucinates a lot. I tend to default to Gemini at this point, but that's largely due to getting the paid version for free.
Oh, heck yeah. If I had a paid version for one of those, then I would probably use that too.
English is my 5th language, so yeah, that's big.
We're going to save here, guys. And then we'll save out. We'll raid out in a minute. Make sure you guys don't have any other questions before I raid out. I don't need to immediately run away. Any other RimWorld questions? Life questions? BJJ questions? And then we'll find someone to raid out to.
I use Claude. I think it scores better in reasoning.
I guess it kind of does. We're pausing. I'm going to have to take the no pause thing out. You got me. All right, dude. Have a good night at work. I hope it goes by fast. I'm planning on streaming 6 a.m. Central Time. So that's 9 hours from now. As long as I get to sleep.
See you later, Degotligator.
You have a long question? Well, let's see if I can truncate the answer for you real fast.
Foxtroop says goodnight, Dag.
Daggett, you drink engine oil there?
No, this was a Coke Zero.
Nondescript name 4968 says does saving out count as pausing.
I love it.
I might leave work early.
Me too, Cat Nibbles.
Slept like crap.
Dude, I'm sorry. There's nothing worse than working when you slept. Well, there's a lot of things worse. But it sucks when you're having to work and you didn't get good sleep.
Cat Nibbles says, have a good night, Dagger.
Utmost Zero says, I have a sort of long question, man raising hand, medium skin tone.
Utmost Zero says, how do you approach planning out your colony and expanding efficiently?
Utmost, have you...
to experience analysis paralysis, deciding things like priorities and best room adjacencies.
Yeah, it's a good question. Have you seen our most recent playthrough that we did where I was talking to beginners? Because it's not just for beginners. It's for those that are looking to take the step up in difficulty. It's a beginner's guide, but I go into a lot of my strategies. So like this first video, in fact, I show off how I used to build. And so I would build off with the refrigerator. So keep in mind, this is way before I was playing on 500% difficulty. My goal was to stockpile food. It was early on. So this big room was our refrigerator is how I would start it out. And then I would build a kitchen and a barracks attached to that. And then I'd make the bedrooms. We actually have to leave the colony. This colony doesn't make it. and I end up showing how I make bases now. Let me zoom out. See, this base is still going. And then on video 3, this base
says, glad to finally
is still going.
Once in a while.
And then on this one, I think we switch.
Perfect for you, but what improvement would you yearn to have this game more perfectoid?
Utmost Zero says, keep in mind I'm a dirty vanilla min-maxer.
Utmost, he says,
look, we had to abandon here, I think. Oh, hold on. Yep, we're still going here. We're on episode 5, and we're still in that base. Is this where I switch? Okay. Here, at some point, we switched. And this is how so I'm going to send you this episode. If you're up for trying out a barracks, try this build out right here. So this is a 25 by 25 room. And then I attach 2 rooms, and these can be, you can make one a prison, one a kitchen, or you can make one a kitchen and one a research room. Or you can add in an extra room in here to make a prison and then have your research room and your kitchen. But this is where I like to have like a little courtyard. This is a protected area. In here, I put my wind turbines, and this is going to give us good power for the early part of the game. I'll put 2 wind turbines in here. Let's see if I can get a zoomed in look. See, I got a turbine here, and I'm looking to build another one. And then I've got a trap tunnel here. And you just put the traps right along this wall here. And this will handle a lot of raids in the early game as you're building up. So I always, what's your goal? Is your goal to ship launch? Is your goal to do something else? So for me, often I'm doing a goal to ship launch or see the credits. So from the start of the game, I'm looking to get to building assault rifles. So I want to make everything as efficient as possible to building those assault rifles. Once I'm building those assault rifles, I can start defending ourselves and then having other goals. And I want to start eliminating what the big threats are. So what are the big threats? Center pod drops. I want to start getting a little steel turret that I put outside of my base because that will attract center pod drops to that. I also want to start thinking about things like breacher raids, mech breacher raids, for example. One of the hardest things to defeat are those. And what I can get is EMPs. So I'm always looking for EMPs on my early playthroughs. In fact, I think I can see some right here. So I have my assault rifles and my EMPs right out here. But give this give that a watch. That'll help out a lot. You can watch the earlier episodes on there too. But if you get to that one, you'll see how we start out this base, and that's what I would recommend. You're on episode 5 right now, perfect. So episode 6 is where you're going to see I switch.
Utmost Zero says thanks a lot for taking the time.
Of course. Yeah, of course. Perfect for me, but what improvement do I yearn to have? I don't have any. I like the game where it's at right now. And every single DLC's been so good. So whatever DLC they decide to come out with, I'm going to be happy for. You know, what do I look for? Improvement. I would like to see some different world types. Sea would be pretty cool. Sea exploration. Like they introduce mechs coming out of the water. So is it a stretch to think that they'll keep with that and do something more with water? No, I could see that happening. But whatever they decide to do, I'm going to be excited for. All right, guys, I'm going to wind down and we'll be back on tomorrow, like I said, in about 9 hours from now. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, YouTube. Twitch, let's raid out.
Bye-bye, Dagoat.
And let's see who we're going to raid to.